Information Security Management in E-Governance and Enterprise Applications. In this video, we are going to see about Information Security Management in E-Governance and Enterprise Applications. Introduction. The biggest threat to the government data is the human error, rather than the actions of a malicious hacker and the involved malware. This fact was discovered during a 3-year period of research performed by Rapid7. This report is including all reported intrusions and thefts of media leading to the loss of data in the US governmental environment. Human errors are responsible for 29% of the incidents reported by the agency in the past 3 years, which made the threat in the first place in terms of number of violations. Second ranked is the loss or theft of portable devices, via which the government has lost more than 80 million records, which are amazing 86% of the total officially recorded data thefts. Based on statistics data collected in a period from Jan 2009 to the March 2012, the officially registered incidents were 268, via which a loss of about 9,43,04,173 records were registered. In the first place were the human errors, with 78 incidents and about 1,17,83,776 recorded lost. The second is the loss of mobile devices, that is 51 incident and 8,07,06,983 lost data. The loss of physical media such as CDs and or other forms of memory in 46 incidents resulted in a loss of 2,96,710 records. Information Security (IS). Information security means protecting information and information systems from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, distribution, modification, perusal, inspection, recording or destruction. Information Security Management System (ISMS). Systems for information security management designed to ensure the confidentiality and integrity of the organization information assets. These include policies and procedures within the organization that serve to manage, control, maintain, and improve the information security. The security of information systems. The security of information systems is essentially a group of security applications, infrastructure security, secure management, the deployment, management, and security at all levels is essential to achieve a secure environment. The probability of simultaneous security breaches on all layers is less likely. This approach has been identified as the most effective in the context of the contemporary management of IT security. This tiered approach is an approach known as defense in depth. The risk analysis must consider the intention and motivation, capability of threats, relevance, frequency of potential attacks and or any other kind of threat, categorization of the information system security. Categorization in security is based on the potential impact of threat on the organization when certain levels impact the information system and compromise it. The system, which is a part of the overall delivery system and is necessary for the service delivery of the organization and needed to perform the assigned mission, protect its assets, to fulfill its legal obligations to support their daily operations, and to protect individuals, whether it is for customers and or the employees. Categorization in security should also consider vulnerabilities and provide information about known threats to information systems and the corresponding applications. All systems can be categorized in accordance with the impact in the following three categories: poor, medium, high impact. Basic requirements for security management and security controls. Categorization of information systems. Select the basic requirements for security and controls. Risk assessment. Implementation and improvement of security control. Monitor the effectiveness of controls and management. Select the basic requirements for security management and security controls. Basic requirements for security management and controls, also called baseline security controls (BSC), or the minimum requirements for the achieving of the information security. Security requirements for applications. Security requirements for the infrastructure. Security requirements for operations and for the overall security management. Security requirements for corporate information and corporate information systems in each category. The BSC will have 5 areas covering: general security management aspects, general requirements for information security, application security, infrastructure security, network security, IT security systems, information security standards and guidelines. The subject of information security management is handled in different standards as well as national and de facto standards. Some standards are summarized below: ISO 27001 or ISO 27002. In recent years, the complexity of information technology and the demand for certification appeared numerous manuals, standards, and regulations for IT security. ISO or IEC 27001 Information Technology Security Techniques, Information System Security Management Requirement Specification. ISO 27001 is the first international standard for information security management, which allows a certification in accordance with the ISO 27001 requirements. IT Grundgesetz. IT Grundgesetz is the national standard for information security management in Germany. It has spread to Switzerland and Austria. The standard is based on ISO 27001 2005 in terms of structure, but it is much more technically oriented. The standard consists of 4 catalogs in a volume of 4,000 pages, including information on the development of ISMS, methodology for implementation of ISMS, risk assessment, and management continuity. Additional standard registers are required for all 4,000 controls, unlike ISO 27001 2005 with 133 controls and threats. The development of detailed risk assessments are conducted in specially designed applications. Frame or methodology for the information security management. The security of information systems is essentially a group of information asset, security applications, infrastructure security, secure management. The deployment, management, and security at all levels is essential to achieve a secure environment. The probability of simultaneous security breaches on all layers is less likely. This approach has been identified as the most effective in the context of the contemporary management of IT security. Electronic service. The electronic service must have the following characteristics. Users should be informed about the available electronic services. Users should be aware of the benefits of these services. The user should be able to easily find electronic services which they need. E-services must be accessible to all members of the intended target group. The information from electronic services need to be comprehensive, accurate, accessible, easy to understand in terms of language and structure. The provision of electronic services should be a confidential service and does not violate the privacy.